guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're brand new, what's up? I am Jen. Today I am sharing another batch cooking video with you guys. This is week 5 of the Low Carb Cuts meal prep, and we had some awesome things that we prepped up this week, and we switched a couple things up from our previous weeks of meal prepping. So I'm excited to share with you guys the stuff that I made. So without a ton of jibber jabber today, let's go ahead and jump into the video. First up in the meal prepping lineup today are these Keto Cakes. You guys would have known if you caught my last grocery haul that I picked these up at Target. This is the first time that I am trying these, so I am super excited. I am just making them in my little dash griddle thing here. I weighed up the mix, and then I just added water and kept stirring until it was a consistency that I like. And then I'm going to cook as many as I can here and just separate it into servings that way. I've already started some and they are coming out perfect. I am super excited about this. You could make these for breakfast sandwiches, or you could just eat them as is with some fruit and syrup, whatever. Make sure that you're checking out the weekly vlog so you can see what I'm doing with these throughout the week. But I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these made up. I am using the Chosen avocado oil spray to spray each time before I reload it with batter, just to make sure they don't stick, and so far that has been coming out perfect. Up in the meal prep lineup is going to be some of these Tyson's chicken strips. This is the blackened chicken strips. This one is the buffalo chicken strips. Both awesome macros. Got these at Target and just got my new air fryer in yesterday, and it is massive compared to my old air fryer. I can cook so much more in this. I am so excited. So while my Keto Cakes are cooking up in the dash griddle, I'm going to go ahead and get the chicken prepped up for the week for lunches, for wraps and salads. Have a bunch of the blackened chicken strips there, buffalo chicken strips there. Now going in to cook. Super easy. And it was only like 80 bucks or something. I'll have it linked down in my Amazon store below. And we will check them after 10 minutes. And a tip with the dash griddle maker, if you pour the batter in and then just give it a minute to settle, couple bubbles, whatever, it kind of settles out, and then close it down, it seems to not overflow as much. So I always keep the plate underneath too, just for easy cleanup, but I have found that if I just let it settle for a minute and then close it, it's always perfect. Up are some strawberry protein muffins. These are a little different than the original strawberry protein muffins I showed you guys a couple weeks ago. And then I made some that were blueberry and they turned out really dry. I overcooked them, but I'm going to try a couple things different and see if they don't come out as dry. Cooking with protein powder definitely gets a little tricky, but I'm going to add a couple different things, so I'll just go over the ingredients real quick with you guys. I'm not going to show you the whole process because it's pretty much the same thing as the last couple times that I've made the protein muffins. I've just swapped out a couple ingredients. So I have 80 grams of the old-fashioned rolled oats here that you just saw me blend up in my NutriBullet. I am doing 100 grams of the 0% Fage Greek yogurt. Going to add a little bit of the Lakanto monk fruit sweetener, probably about 25 grams of that. There's only a little bit left, so I'll let you guys know what I end up doing. I've already created a recipe in Carb Manager, but I'll adjust it if needed. 1 egg. I am going to throw in a little almond extract this time just because why not? Give it a little jazz. Some apple pie spice, of course, just because I love this stuff and add it in everything. Baking powder. This is new. This is one thing I am changing up. I did the first form protein powder last time, and I just got this authentic casein grass-fed protein powder off Amazon. Nicole Burgess recommended this and said that it helps when you're baking not to have stuff as dry, so I figured I'd give it a whirl in these protein muffins and see how it turns out. And then also I am using regular whole milk. I only need 50 milliliters, which is like a drop, so it's not that big of a deal. I don't have any almond milk on hand, and I was going to wait till I get some, but it's such a minute amount that it really doesn't even matter, and it bumps it up like a couple calories, and I'm completely fine with that. I've already plugged it all into Carb Manager. Still has good macros, so that's what we're going to roll with. I also have a bunch of strawberries you just saw me cut up, and I will be throwing them in as well, and I'll give you the complete macros once I have it all mixed up. All right, guys, so this will either end up turning out to be like an awesome mistake or just an epic disaster. You'll know here in about 15 minutes when I pull them out of the oven. It is like way thicker of a batter than it was when I used the first form protein powder. So I don't know if you can even use these interchangeable. We're about to find out. I had to end up adding more Greek yogurt and some more milk. I will tell you guys the exact macros of everything that I put in it as soon as I am done and pull these out, if they even turn out okay. So I'm about to pop them in the oven at 375 for 15 minutes. Just pulled these babies out of the oven, and they were puffed up. They started to deflate a little bit now, but they feel like super moist. I can't wait to try one. Next up in the lineup is good old air fryer boiled eggs. I'm going to pop these in the air fryer at 250 for 17 or probably 18 minutes, because I think 17, we probably needed an extra minute last time. Even though this is a new air fryer, I don't really know. We're just going to wing it. We're going to do 250 at 18 minutes, and I think they'll be perfect. Next up are, of course, my apple strawberry protein oats. These are like one of my most favorite things to have throughout the week. So I am prepping 4 up this week. I have a 1/3 cup of these rolled oats in each one of my mason jars. I'm going to add 50 grams. I think I did 45 grams last time, but I'm creating a new recipe in Carb Manager for these because I'm going to up the protein a little bit. I'm going to do like 50 or 55 grams of the Greek yogurt. I'll let you guys know what I end up doing. A 1/3 of a cup of unsweetened original almond milk, and of course some of the Primal Palette apple pie spice, some monk fruit extract, and then of course strawberries and apple. This is 1 Granny Smith apple. It like cut up a ton. It starts to turn brown so quick too, but I will only use a little bit of this, and then the kids will eat up the rest of that. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of these mixed and weighed out. I'm not going to show you the whole process because I have shown it every single week. I literally just mix it all up together and then top the fruit right on top, and I dump everything in this measuring cup, just in case you haven't caught my last couple meal prep videos, just because it's easier to mix it all in here and then dump it back in the jar, and it just keeps it pretty looking, and I like that. But you definitely could just mix everything right in the jar, throw them in the fridge, and you're good to go. And I almost forgot the star of the show again. I normally add the strawberry Equip Prime protein powder in these, and it's delicious. However, I am out of the strawberry. I have a couple bags on the way. I've already ordered it. It should be here any day, but I have a couple bags of this vanilla, and it's really good too. So I'm going to add 15 grams of the vanilla protein in, along with everything else I just told you. And I always mix the dry first really good, and then add the wet ingredients, and it just mixes together super creamy and delish. these beauties are all done. It is like so extra creamy. I can't wait to taste these with that little bit of extra Fayet in there. It's like perfect almond milk. Thank God I went and picked up my grocery order so that I had almond milk. Next up is good old turkey bacon. We are doing it in the air fryer too. Now that I have this bigger air fryer, I can actually fit some stuff, because before I could not fit anything in my air fryer. It was so tiny, and it was round, so it was kind of hard. But I got all the turkey bacon in here. I'm going to pop it on 350 for probably 8 to 10 minutes. We'll see. I haven't done this before, so here we are again, trial and error together. Next up are some of the Butterball turkey sausages. I just pulled the turkey bacon out and it is perfect. It's not overdone. That way when you reheat it, it won't shrivel up and be super hard and crispy, like where you could barely eat it, which I like it super crispy anyways, or like this. So this is perfect. And now I have 1 pack of the turkey sausages going in. I'm gonna pop these on for probably 10 minutes or so. Boiled eggs are all done, and they peeled absolutely perfectly and so easy. This is the only one that was a little bit wonky, but they were super easy to peel. I put them right in cold water, let them cool for a few minutes, and now we're getting ready to cut in this baby and see how this air fryer did. I mean, look at that. Absolute perfection. 250, 18 minutes. Absolutely perfect. Finally, meal prep is done. We have our 4 vanilla, strawberry, apple, protein overnight oats. Say that 5 times really fast. We have our Kodiak cake waffles here. We have our strawberry protein muffins, and I tasted one of these and they are delicious and moist and awesome. Absolutely love the way they turned out. They did deflate a little bit, but that has nothing to do with the taste, and they still taste good. Have our boiled eggs. We have our blackened Tyson chicken strips here. Of course, cucumbers every week, gotta have those ready to go. Buffalo chicken strips, our turkey sausage, our turkey bacon, and we are ready to rock and roll for the week. All right, guys, and that's a wrap for week 5's meal prep video. Everything that I ended up making this week turned out amazing. Those muffins I was really worried about. The strawberry protein muffins I was very nervous about in the beginning because they were so thick, and I kept having to add more of the Fayet yogurt and more milk because it was like so thick and so dry, and I knew it wasn't going to be able to cook like that. So I wasn't sure if that was going to be an epic fail or not, but they turned out amazing. Like, I'm definitely making them that way again next week. They were moist and delicious and awesome. That protein powder is awesome. I have it linked down in my Amazon store, and shout out to my girl Nicole for turning me on to that because it was amazing. And that's what I made the protein angel food cake with, if you guys caught the last vlog, and it was amazing in that, and it was amazing in these muffins. Definitely helped it to not be as dry as when I made it the last couple times with the first form protein powder. So definitely loving that. The boiled eggs turned out awesome this week. That was like spot on, 250 at 18 minutes. Super easy, peeled awesome, was amazing. So absolutely loved all of that. But that will do it for this week's meal prep video. If you guys are brand new around here, make sure. Alrighty then, it just started raining on my head, so I had to come underneath the front porch area here. So anyways, like I was saying, that does it for this week's meal prep. Everything turned out awesome. Absolutely love those protein muffins. Love the overnight oats. You guys know that's like my go-to every single week. It's super easy just to grab out of the fridge, already ready, and eat. Don't have to heat anything up. Don't have to add anything to it. They're just amazing as is. And adding that little bit of extra Fayet and almond milk to them made them a little more creamier and just delicious. And those are like endless. You can add anything to them. Any kind of fruit or different spices or sweeteners or anything. You can really do like a million things with those protein powders and change up the flavors as you see fit, and they'll be delicious a million different ways. So that's an awesome meal prep item. Absolutely loving meal prep. It's definitely a lot of work on the day that you're doing it, and because I film all of it makes it take like way longer. But just for the average person meal prepping, you'll have to put in a few hours on a certain day, or a couple hours depending on what you're making. tweaking, but it saves you so much time and sanity throughout the week. I cannot recommend meal prepping enough, especially if you are tracking macros and plugging stuff in. It just makes life way easier. So definitely loving the meal prepping, loving everything that we're cooking. Let me know down below if you guys are trying any of it or things that you're meal prepping that you are absolutely loving. Pop it down in the comments below. If you guys enjoy these videos and they're helping you out, make sure to give your girl a thumbs up. That definitely helps me out and I appreciate it. And if you aren't following me on Instagram, also make sure to hit me up over there. I'll pop my handle on the screen here at InWithJen. And if you are brand new and you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button before you leave. Click the little notification bell. That way, as soon as I upload any new videos, you guys will be notified and you won't miss out on them. Have a ton of fun stuff coming up soon, so definitely make sure that you guys are looking out for them. And thank you so much for watching today, and I will catch y'all in next week's video.